Hello everyone, and once again I am going to be taking a look at another of the Doctor Who Blu-rays within the collection set. This time round it is season 21, and it's also going to be an unboxing like I did with season 7, because I believe this is the next set that came after season 7. It's just arrived for me today, so I'm going to be unboxing it. I have had a little look at it because it was delivered like this, so hopefully nothing's damaged. But yes, season 21 has come out. I have several of the DVDs there from season 21, including Warriors of the Deep, which is part of that DVD set, which also had Doctor Who and the Silurians when I was unboxing season 7. I have Revisitations 2 there because it's got Resurrection of the Daleks, and Revisitations 1 has Caves Androzani. It also has Twin Dilemma, which does mean that not only is the 1980s of Doctor Who complete with the 5th Doctor's era, all on Blu-ray, but also the 6th Doctor's era. And the 5th Doctor's era isn't as long as the Pertwee era, so there is 3 Blu-rays, but the 3 Blu-rays are quite big and extensive, and hopefully, like season 19 and 20, there's a lot of bonus features to take a look at within this set. I do have some scissors here. That's what I had just at the start of the video. But yeah, some scissors I'm hopefully going to use to open up this set. Looking forward to taking a look at it. I've had a quick look at it, but hopefully nothing too big. So let's take a look. Just get rid of that, and here we are, Doctor Who in the Collection, season 21. Another piece of the collection in my hands. I do really like the artwork, once again by Lee Bibing. The artwork has a really nice background that reflects the regeneration effect from Caves Androzani, which is really cool. Obviously, Caves Androzani being represented makes sense. It's an iconic story, probably the 5th Doctor's most beloved story. And also, in 2009, I believe, took over Genesis of the Daleks as the #1 Doctor Who story. I was interested in wondering if it was going to have a 6th Doctor on the artwork, because he is, this is technically a season featuring him as well as the Doctor, but I suppose it makes sense that the 5th Doctor is featured here because he's the main Doctor here, not to confuse or cause any, weird sort of, artwork in the collection. My guess is then with season 4, that's going to be a Troughton on the cover because it's mostly him on that season Blu-ray. But you also have some of the villains here, like the Daleks, of course, from Resurrection of the Daleks, which I've said in my 5th Doctor little post on my website, that is my favourite Dalek story, actually, not the Caves Androzani. That's just a personal thing. I think there's the Master here, of course, Anthony Ainley, monster from, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a 2-parter. Then I think there's some Davros there, Terry Malloy's first appearance as well as Davros in this season, which means you can have all of Terry Malloy as Davros on Blu-ray. So yeah, this is really rounding out a lot of this set. It's quite a big set, actually. I just realised it has 10 discs on there, and it's rated a 12 as well. So we'll zoom in actually a little bit. But yeah, 10 discs on there. Going ahead, taking a look. That's from HMV. This is where I ordered it from. Doctor Who in the Collection, season 21. There's some of the artwork there from Warriors of the Deep. Continue your Doctor Who archives with the Ultimate Collector's set. We got Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontios, Resurrection of the Daleks, Planet of Fire, Caves Androzani, and Twin Dilemma, which is why also, this is interesting, the credits here, it says starring Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Mark Strickson, Nicola Bryant, and introducing Colin Baker. That's a bit of a unique thing they put there. There's also, in terms of bonus features, there's a special edition of Warriors of the Deep. I was surprised that that was the story that got shown at the BFI with this season. I was expecting it to be, I was expecting the season to maybe be represented by Caves Androzani, considering that's the most beloved story. Or like even the Dalek story, Resurrection, would be quite nice as well. I'm going to move the lighting here so you can get a better look at it. Hopefully it gets better sort of lighting onto the set. But yeah, we also have, as well as the special edition, we got updated special effects on The Awakening. That's the 2-parter, I believe. That's where the this little character is from, big character rather, in terms of the collection. There's also, in terms of bonus features, behind the sofa, of course, 7 new episodes of that. Doctor Who The Escape Room, which I have seen on the season 7 set. Making of documentaries for Resurrection of the Daleks and Twin Dilemma. New documentaries for that, which is pretty interesting. Look Who's Poting and 48 Hours with Janet Fielding. That's going to be quite a fun time, mainly because I think the 5th Doctor's cast is really funny together, especially on Behind the Sofa and everything. There's also surround sound, 5.1 surround sound mixes exclusive to Blu-ray for Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Resurrection of the Daleks, and Cage Johnny. So there's quite a number of those as well included. And in conversation, there's 3 new interviews with Janet Fielding, who plays, of course, Tegan. There's Mark Strickson, who plays Turlough, and Matthew Waterhouse, who isn't really in this season, but he plays Companion Adric, and I feel like he could provide a bit of interesting conversation. I think that could be quite good to check out. I might check that out once I've gone through season 18 though, because that would be also where Adric first makes his appearance, and I haven't seen all that season yet. There's also, of course, the bonus features from the Blu-ray set already included. There's already some of the kind of the Blu-ray set. There's already the set including kind of like the DVD extras as well. I just spotted as well, I think I just spotted somewhere, there's a Tales of the TARDIS, first time on Blu-ray, the 2023 version of Earthshock, with linking material from Peter Davison and Janet Fielding, which I have seen, and I think that works to put it on there because this is part of the final season of the 5th Doctor, so it's nice to put that on there. But I just saw, the 5-ish Doctors. I did not expect that to get included onto there. The 5-ish Doctors with brand new audio commentary. So, context for those who don't know, the 5-ish Doctors was written by Peter Davison, and it's basically a little thing that was part of the 50th anniversary. It was a comedic little thing where you had Peter Davison, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy playing themselves and constantly asking and trying to get Stephen Moffat to put themselves in the 50th anniversary. And it's a really, really funny short that I think got nominated for an award, but it was a really cool little comedy thing that originally, I think, in terms of home media, it was only available on the 50th anniversary box set that was kind of limited edition, that was on DVD and Blu-ray back in 2013. So I think it's also on the Steelbook that came out for the 50th anniversary, but it's not on a lot of home media, so I didn't expect it to appear here on all places. But very, very cool, very, very nice. But putting that aside, let's go ahead and open up this set. I'm going to go ahead and go and get some scissors to just quickly be careful with this and be delicate with this. Hopefully I've not damaged any of it. So the 3 new audio commentaries, I will say, as well as the other bonus features, the 3 new, in conversations, I think along with a lot of the other bonus features like 5-ish Doctors, Tales of the TARDIS, I think whilst there's obviously great love put into all these collections, the 5th Doctor's era does get quite big in terms of the Blu-ray sets, and they do pack a lot of bonus features. I think the only thing as well with the actual content is on the discs is that there is the worry about AI, which might be used a little bit for the upscaling, which is a bit annoying. I know that was used on season 13, and that was really disappointing for fans, because season 13 is a season that's considered by many to be one of, if not the best Doctor Who season in the classic era, and to see it treated like that was a bit, that was annoying. That was really just not very nice. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. Hopefully I can get this thing opened. Here we are, getting the way through this. I mean, getting rid of the tape's quite nice, because then I can hold it in terms of the physical media, in terms of holding it without the tape and everything. It's very, very nice. Here we are, season 21 has now been fully unleashed in the collection set. Very, very nice. So looking at this, we also have a little bit on the bottom, I forget actually, there's a little bit at the bottom with the TARDIS there as well. And also the 6th Doctor on there, I've just spotted him, I don't know if you can see him, I think that's to do with the back artwork. So if I take off this, hopefully I'll be careful not to damage it, of course. But yeah, let's take off this little bit. Of course you can see more of the artwork here. This is really nice from the binding, very, very cool. But then taking off the back, that is really nice. That's a really cool way to actually put in the 6th Doctor on the collection set. That's really cool. I didn't know what the back artwork was going to be like, to be fair, so that is really, really nice from the Twin Dilemma. That's really, really great. I think that's a really cool way of kind of putting that through in terms of the in terms of representing the 6th Doctor on this set. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and open, and I think actually I just noticed as well what's cool actually, and I think I kind of predicted the artwork with the 5th Doctor. You can see on him sort of the more battered dirt and rubble onto his suit, which is representing kind of how representing from Caves at Androzani, where the Fifth Doctor, sustains to a bit of damage, and he's got in his hand there, because the Fifth Doctor's always got something in his hand now. That's what the Doctor's always got something in his hand in the collection sets now. And in the season 19 set, it was the star that Adric had, the Fifth Doctor was holding. Season 20 had the crystal or something from the Black Guardian trilogy, and he's got the formula, trying to remember how to describe it. Basically, the thing that will obviously the cure for Perry and himself, because they've been poisoned in Caves of Androzani. I can't remember what it's called now exactly, what they get, but yeah, that's pretty nice. And it's nice also that Perry's on the back of this as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, so let's open this bit up as well, and we can see more of the artwork here. Oh, this is pretty nice. This is really nice, actually. Wow, that is from Frontios. That's a really cool apocalyptic artwork. And what's great about the artwork is they give a more cinematic aspect to it. And Lee Binding has said in the past that what the artwork does have often is, like with season 12's booklet artwork, is it's basically, what if the people who made these seasons had the resources and the technology today to create, these images, which are probably what the original vision was. It's kind of like a novel in terms of you have no budget, so in your head you imagine something like Frontios looking like this and not what it gets to look like on TV. But taking a look at the set, let's take a look at the discs. We also have some of the regeneration artwork in the background as well, which is nice. But disc 1 has Warriors of the Deep. Disc 2 has The Awakening. Disc 3 has Frontios. Disc 4 features Resurrection of the Daleks. Really nice bit of the Fifth Doctor holding the gun from that iconic scene with him as talking to Davros, which I won't give away too much, but very, very cool. Disc 5 also has Resurrection of the Daleks. I'm guessing there might be some omnibus version of it. Nice to also have Tegan represented here with the mutated, battered, destroyed kind of Daleks, along with Turlo as well. Then you have Disc 6, which is Planet of Fire, which features Chameleon, one of the lesser known companions who appeared in, I think, this, and I'm pretty sure King's Demons, and that's about it. But Perry, of course, being introduced here, and Turlo is here as well, which I think makes sense because he does, because this is his final story in the season. And you have Disc 7 with Caves Androzani with a heroic image of the Fifth Doctor holding Perry. Very, very nice. And then Disc 8 has the Twin Dilemma, which is a bit interesting artwork. I didn't expect that, but you got the Sixth Doctor wearing his old clothes, the Fifth Doctor's clothes. Very nice. And then Disc 9, which is Planet of Fire Special Edition Bonus Disc. Okay, so Planet of Fire's bonus disc is on Disc 9. They kind of moved it to the back a bit. I suppose Disc 10 is the bonus disc, which features the Sixth Doctor as well, and Perry as well. I don't know if you can see it too well, but yeah, there you go. The Sixth Doctor and Perry here as well. And if we take out the bonus and we take out the disc, we can see the disc keeps flapping back. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so we do get a bit of the Fifth and Sixth Doctor together in the disc art, in the artwork. You get the Fifth and Sixth kind of regeneration effect, which is really nice, and also very true with the title sequence, because I remember the Caves of Androzani has the end credits feature the Sixth Doctor at the end of part 4, and then obviously Twin Dilemma is a Sixth Doctor story, so that is very nice to get that sort of conclusion to both the Fifth and Sixth Doctor. Very, very cool. It reminds me a bit of I remember seeing on the Doctor Who website where, the old Doctor Who website back when Rusty Davies was, showrunner, first time as showrunner, and it was when the 11th Doctor, of course, Matt Smith was coming in, and there's this little bit of artwork where you get the 10th Doctor on one side and the 11th Doctor on one side. I think if you know about the old website, you know what I'm talking about, but it reminds me of that, which is very, very cool, with the regeneration effect there is really nice. And actually there was a bit of regeneration effect on the website, because you have the orange regeneration energy that's now become pretty much the go-to energy effect of regeneration. But let's open this bit up. Actually, so looking at this artwork as well is very, very nice. Zoom in onto that actually. Yeah, very nice. You got a very nice bit of artwork of the Fifth Doctor, Turlough, and Tegan looking up towards the apocalyptic world in Frontios. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to see a bit more of the artwork that was a little bit in the back. I recognise the face they've used for the Fifth Doctor here. It's the image that has been used a lot with the Fifth Doctor, but it's very, very cool. It's from, now this artwork as well, it's from Warriors of the Deep, with the first story in this set. Being represented quite nicely actually, considering that story was like the twin dilemma in terms of, in terms of how much there's not really represented all that much with love. But oh, we got some artwork here of Perry, Turlough, Tegan and the Sixth Doctor. Very nice. A very multicoloured look for the Fifth Doctor. He's got a load of range of colours, not just talking about the coat, the face as well. I'm guessing, I think I know that is to do with the title sequence, or at least the end credits for Kay Zandrazzani actually. So yeah, I just noticed as well there is a bit of this advertising for, of course, more exciting products from Doctor Who. I know that this got delivered actually today, and this has been recorded on the 14th of March, and so it's been a day since the announcement of the news, the exciting news that the Daleks Master Plan is getting 2 more episodes have been found of that, and they're going to put it on iPlayer in April, which is pretty exciting. The only thing is I'm on Pertwee. I finished season 8, which I unboxed, or I did an overview of, and I'm going to get onto season 9, so I'm kind of having to wait a while to get to watching Daleks Master Plan, I think, for myself. But taking a look at the artwork, taking a look at some of the advertising, you've got Thrilling Adventures in Time and Space, which features some advertising for Fifth Doctor audios, 40 volumes 1 and 2, Light at the End, Chameleon Empire, I think is just there. I do recommend the Fifth Doctor box set. I've listened to the first story in that. It's called the Fifth Doctor box set. It is actually just called that, but it's really, really good. It got an award, so and rightfully so, I think. It's for the second story, which I haven't listened to, but the first one is really great as well. And also, so is And You Will Obey Me, which has the Fifth Doctor with I'm trying to remember the name now, Geoffrey Beavis Master. Some comics being advertised as well. Doctor Who Lost in Time phone game, I believe. Season 21 by the book, Target novelizations with audiobooks as well. Some more Target novelizations, but of New Who. These are the new ones that are coming out soon. Time of Angels, Aliens of London, The Satan Pit, which will be very, very cool. I think The Satan Pit has been the bestseller on Amazon. It's the one that's being sold, the one that most fans are getting, which I understand is very, very popular. And you got Matt Jones being the writer of it as well, which is really, really cool. Escape Rooms as well. Quiz book of Doctor Who, which is very nice to test your knowledge on the Whoniverse, I suppose. Some Doctor Who magazine advertising. Tom Baker there getting his MBE, I believe it was. Some advertising from Forbidden Planet, of course. So yeah, some nice little products there being advertised. But let's take a look at the booklet as well. Change My Dear, which is a nice little bit of dialogue from the Kay Zandrazzani, one of the first lines of the Sixth Doctor. Welcome to season 21. In 1983, Doctor Who celebrated its 20th anniversary with a 90-minute TV special and a widely successful weekend convention in terms of public exposure and press interest. Yeah, the programme entered its 21st year on a high, with TV darling Peter Davison at the helm for his 3rd season. But while planning on season 21 was underway, Davison was uncertain about committing to future episodes. I was very unhappy with the 2nd season, script-wise and concept-wise. It just felt it didn't go anywhere and I wasn't very happy with me in it. Producer John Nathan Turner and I have always got on well, but we did have creative differences over the direction in which he wanted Doctor Who to go. So that was a bit of an interesting one to go through. So that's obviously, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but that does kind of paint a picture. I mean, Peter Davison and I think some of the cast from his era are fairly more honest, I think, in terms of, saying whether or not they thought a story was good or bad. And I think season 20, I will admit, I think me and several other people probably do agree with him. I think season 20 is not really a great season for me personally. It's got the 5 Doctors and Enlightenment, but This one is definitely my favourite of the Fifth Doctor's era, and I think with the with season 20, it was a bit of an issue there. But this one I do really like, and I understand why he and so many people like myself would say it's not particularly great. So it's interesting reading that a little bit. Despite also, though, as mentioned, the viewing figures being quite high and the show being quite popular. I think also with the Fifth Doctor's era, with season 20 as well, I remember Jonathan Turner said he wanted to do a little stint. He didn't want to be the longest serving producer, and season 20 was the main thing that he was wanted to do and wanted to maybe move on from that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to read the whole of this booklet, because I think it'd be fascinating to go through just talking about this season, which, whilst I enjoy it, does have some bits like Warriors of the Deep and Twin Dilemma, which are stories that have a bit of a reputation amongst the general public and to many people in terms of stories, especially with Twin Dilemma, which I actually don't mind, but going after Kate Androzani, there is an understandable kind of like, there's a reason why that story gets a bit of an infamous reputation. At least though it has Caves Androzani. I'm just reading the quote from Davison as well on this bit of this black and white image of him with Janet Fielding and Mark Strickson. It was the best one we've done, which I'm guessing is referring to Caves Androzani. He could be referring to the whole of the season, but I know he has talked fondly about Caves Androzani, which I think is fair enough. I think he might have even said that if he had stories like Caves Androzani, he would have done more than the 3 seasons run, although he was advised by Troughton to do just 3 years and then move on. So interesting. So taking a look at, and I mean it's a very different as well, him leaving after 3 years compared to the 7-year mammoth that was Tom Baker's run. But we have Warriors of the Deep on disc 1, which has the Sea Devils featurette, which is quite cool, exploring the realisation of this story's monsters. Breakfast Time Points of View, which will be kind of nice. Models featurette as well, talking about his work on this serial, which is Matt Irvine doing his model work. What's great about the limited edition sets is that you do get more development towards the production and all the details surrounding it, as well as, of course, the nice artwork and photos that you get for this season, for each season really. Disc 2, The Awakening, which I'm pretty sure is that's a 2-parter. It's only 2 episodes. Deleted and extended scenes as well, now and then, looking at the filming locations. Mark Strickson in conversation is here in this one. Television Centre of the Universe, coming soon, which I think could be referring to like not what's coming next in the collection or anything, but more so the next time kind of trailer DVD for the next story in this set, which I think is quite cool. It's kind of like the next time trailers in the show today. Frontios here as well. You got the 5th Doctor here, which has the glasses, the little spectacles, as the 10th Doctor would say, which I know is from, which is on the DVD artwork of Frontios, and yeah, it's funny, he doesn't wear it too often, but he does wear it here. You have then the Resurrection of Daleks, which, as I mentioned, is my personal favourite of this set. 50th Anniversary Archive, which has interviews with Janet Fielding and Nicola Bryant on disc 5, the second disc for this story. A Saturday Superstore on disc 4, which I know has some ones with Colin Baker, where he's like on an episode where he gets a phone call from a fan, and it's like he's the only person in that broadcast that knows about him, like he's not playing the Doctor anymore, which is a bit of a sad one to watch, but it'll be interesting to go through that one as well. There's an audio commentary, which I'm guessing might be from the DVD, which has Terry Malloy, Eric Saywood, and visual effects designer. Then you have Destination Daleks included in the disc, which is the trailer they had for season 21 to promote it, which makes sense to put it onto this to the disc of this story. It's a 45 minutes 2-parter of the story, but it works quite well for the pacing, I think, personally, compared to like season 22. There's some nice artwork here of Resurrection of the Daleks as well. Got Terry Malloy as Davros there, of course, very, very nice. Then you have Planet of Fire, featuring the image of Anthony Ainley as the Master. And then you also have the 30th Anniversary Archive, 2013 interview with Mark Strickson on here. I'm surprised they didn't put the in conversation for Mark Strickson here, because this is his final story, but Oh well, it is somewhere, don't you worry. Then you have Boys, 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 Mark Strix and Fraser Hines, who plays Jamie in the second Doctor's era, Peter Purvis, who plays Stephen, Reminisce, and Peter Purvis recently did get to see the missing episodes of Dalek's Master Plan, which is very, very sweet. He got to see it on a big screen. Breakfast Time as well. Saturday Superstore. Nice artwork there, of course, from Planet of Fire. Very, very nice. Then you have Caves of Androzani, which has a Davison-era documentary, an in-depth look at the 5th Doctor's tenure, presented by the 10th and 14th Doctor, brackets, David Tennant, very nice. I don't know if that's to do with, like, the TV little series they did on Watch and in America, BBC America, back in 2013, where they had a look back at each of the Doctor's eras, which had interviews from several people on the show. There's also Creating Sharaz Jack. Actor Christopher Gable talks about playing this iconic villain, which is this guy right here. Very, very nice. I do want to maybe give a rewatch to Caves, because I didn't love it as much as other people did, but I feel like, you know, I could maybe enjoy it if I give it another rewatch. I know some people like Lewis, the Gargantuan Apple, rate it as his favourite Doctor Who story, and he's seen it several times and he loved it on more than ever on the latest time he saw it. So maybe it'll be the same for me, where I enjoy it more. Stripped for action, new how the 5th Doctor phased into comic strips, which is pretty nice. I've seen one on the I'm trying to remember now what it's called now, on the 6th Doctor, where it also talked about Frobisher, the shape-shifting penguin. Nice artwork on here. I know it's a really great story though, and it is one that usually many people say is a good jumping on point for Doctor Who, which is interesting, and a good introduction to the 5th Doctor's era, despite being his final story. And I did decide to watch this last for the 5th Doctor's era, so, you know, you could watch it either way. That's how I decided to watch it. Reception will be great to take a look at, because obviously this story is rated by fans as a very high and a very beloved story in terms of where it lands in terms of fan reception, unlike Twin Dilemma. But I personally like Twin Dilemma. You got the 6th Doctor there wearing having his different costumes. Got some interesting making of documentary exclusive to Blu-ray, Children in Need episode as well, Saturday Superstore again, Blue Peter episodes as well, points of view. Oh, this is really nice. That's a really sparkling sort of bit of artwork from the story Twin Dilemma. Very, very nice. And you've got the image there of the 6th Doctor holding his hand up like saying, please, Dr. Land. And another bit of artwork from the 6th Doctor's era, from the Twin Dilemma. Then you got Disc 9 and Disc 10. Disc 9 has Matthew Waterhouse in conversation. Disc 10 features the 5-ish Doctors, Peter Davison's 50th anniversary film with optional audio commentary, as well as Tales of the TARDIS for Earthshock, and Look Who's Boating. I just did not expect the 5-ish Doctors to be here, but that is really, really awesome. Matthew Waterhouse in conversation as well. The Team 6 Doctor for Escape Room. I did not expect that. I think there is, though, an escape room already on one of the Blu-rays for season 20, I'm guessing, for the 5th Doctor, so maybe that's why, but still surprising, really, this having that. But yes, that is the set fully complete. That's season 20 on the Blu-ray set. That's season 21, sorry, on the collection, fully complete. Thankfully nothing really looks like nothing's really necessarily been damaged, which is good. I remember my season 20 Blu-ray set had a thing where the disc holder kind of came loose, so thankfully this hasn't happened with season 21. But I'm going to go ahead and just quickly transition to having the 5th Doctor other collection Blu-rays paired alongside this one. So I've paired up the 5th Doctor's era with the 6th Doctor, because season 21 of course does feature Twin Dilemma. But yes, the 5th Doctor's era is now fully complete on Blu-ray, as is the 6th Doctor's with Twin Dilemma. It also means all of the 80s is now fully complete. And once again another bit is added to the collection. It's interesting going through the colours as well on the 5th Doctor Blu-rays. There's a bit of purple and oranges, especially on season 20 and then transitioning to season 21. Pretty interesting. But yes, that does indeed complete the 5th Doctor's era, and I probably will do videos regarding the 5th Doctor's Blu-rays and also the 6th Doctor's Blu-ray sets as well at some point. But yes, once again, another collection is now complete. We're very much over halfway through the collection. The question, of course, comes down to what's next in the collection. Obviously we're excited to see one come out, but the question then comes down to, well, what's the next one going to be? My camera there. Too excited. But I wonder if the 2nd Doctor will finally get his due, because obviously we have him appearing in season 20 and season 22, those two with multi-Doctor stories, but and also season 10, which I have. But hopefully we do get to see finally that era of we do get to see the 6th Doctor on Blu-ray, his era on the collection in HD, which would be really, really nice. Maybe season 4 or 5, likely. I'm not sure about season 6, maybe. But hopefully we'll get to see. And I think because I've got one 80s Doctor on Blu-ray, and of course Pertwee one 70s Doctor on Blu-ray with limited edition. My hope is that I can get the 2nd Doctor on limited edition Blu-ray as well, which will be quite nice, especially actually because I can then go from the limited edition season 4 to 6, and then season 7 to eventually 11, when season 11 of course comes out. But we will see. We'll find out hopefully at some point when the next one comes out. But until then, we'll just be happy that 80s Who is now on Blu-ray fully. Very, very nice. Very fitting as well that that's the first era on Blu-ray complete, because it's the first era I fully finished, aside from season 18, which I will get onto once I get through Tom Baker's era. But yes, that is fully complete. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Apologies for the rambling or quick talking, but hope you enjoyed the video. Give a like if you wish to, or comment if you picked up season 21, and also what your favourite 5th Doctor story is, or maybe even favourite 6th Doctor story. It is a 6th Doctor season, but I'll see you for the next video, and until then, this is Time Agent MW signing out.